Hello, everybody. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well. I just got done watching the marathon gameplay reveal from Bungie, and I thought I'd tell you guys what I thought about it. I have some notes written down here. There wasn't really a whole lot to kind of go over. They did talk a lot about kind of what marathon's going to be. They showcased a lot of gameplay from other content creators that they sent out to their headquarters to go play. I think it was 40 content creators and then a lot of media people as well. So if you guys have ever seen like Paul Tassi or any other media outlets talk about Marathon, that is kind of where they've been at for the last little bit, because they were playing the alpha version of Marathon, which, if you guys didn't know, Marathon does have a Discord server. Make sure you guys go hop over there if you guys want to get access to the closed alpha, because signups for that are officially live as of the time of making this video. So make sure you guys go sign up for the closed alpha if you guys want to play Marathon for yourselves. So what they showcased, essentially what Marathon is overall, is going to be a PvPvE extraction shooter, similar to things like Escape from Tarkov, the Cycle Frontiers, which was an old extraction shooter that unfortunately is not around anymore. Hunt Showdown is another one that kind of comes to mind in that PvEVP type space. And they also talked about 4 runners. That's like your heroes or your class type setup, kind of similar to that of like Overwatch or Destiny. But I believe they said in the alpha there's going to be about 6 to 8 runners during that time. I think they'll probably make more down the line. They didn't talk about if you're going to have to pay for the new runners or if the runners will come via like bounty progression or they'll just be free to play. But the 4 that we saw were Locust, Blackbird, Glitch, and Void. Locust is kind of like your tank. He had kind of a like a barrier shield that he would be able to deploy and essentially push forward and instigate kind of the protection during the fights. Blackbird's more of your recon, be able to do live pings. The other thing about Marathon, which is kind of nice, is that they will offer a live ping system, so that's also kind of nice. Glitch is more of your disruption character, has a lot more agility than anything else, but again, another part of their main kit is being able to disrupt enemies. And then Void is your Wraith from Apex Legends / stealth approach, your cloaker, your I'm going to flank them and essentially get all the loot for myself. So those were the 4 that they showcased. Like I said, there was a lot of gameplay that they showed. I'll put the gameplay reveal stuff in the description if you guys want to go take a look at it for yourself. They did announce a release date for Marathon. September 23rd of 2025 is when the game is going to be released to the public. It will be on PS5, the Xbox Series S and X, as well as PC. They showcased one of the maps. I believe there's 2, potentially 3, but they showcased one map. It's called Dire Marsh. And there's only going to be 18 real players in that map. It's looking more of like a smaller map. I don't know if they're going to have a small, a medium, a large size map. But this one only had 18 real players. There is also a lot of PvE enemies. But it was the UN or the UESC, I think, was one of the main bad factions. And it's a lot of AI that can range from your simple baby grunts to, from what the developers said, it was like a cloak commander or something that would send out like mirage clones of himself, and then if you again don't kill the right one, he's just going to keep dispersing them and deal insane amounts of damage. So that's something to look forward to. I don't know if the AI are going to be like reactive to how you deal with the waves of PvE enemies. It sounded like from the gameplay, like depending on when you kill the PvE enemies in the area, the group will respond with more heavy armed troops in that area. So it's kind of adapting in a way. But I thought that was pretty cool. There's also going to be a couple factions that you can get bounties and stuff from, or contracts, I guess is what they called it. And with this being an extraction-based shooter, if you keep dying over and over and over again, I know that, a lot of that can be frustrating. Factions can actually sponsor you with loadouts for your next runs. So now you're like, well, I only have like a pistol or something, or, doing a knife only run. You now have the ability to have factions kind of sponsor you there, which is also kind of cool. They said they also have a black market where you can use the in-game currency to buy other equipment and items that you want for the run. And then they also talked about they want to make onboarding more user-friendly. I know the Destiny New Light experience is nothing to be desired. I really wish they fixed that. But from the Marathon onboarding experience, they want to try and make it, like myself, I've never really played an extraction-based shooter. So I, if I was intrigued to go into it, I'm hoping that onboard experience was user-friendly to me, as well as, the other person that is new to the game. But if it's a seasoned veteran, you'll understand it completely what's going on there. And they want to make combat more approachable. It looked like the time to kill was, I want to say it was similar to that of Destiny's time to kill. To be honest, if you're going to get shot in the head by a sniper rifle, you will insta-down. But it looked like the TTK was similar to that of Destiny. But again, we'll have to, find that out for ourselves when we hop into the alpha, beta, whatever it is. But overall, I really, I thought it was interesting. The art style is not too vibrant. From the gameplay reveal trailer that they showcased a couple days ago, it looked like it was going to be way more like vibrant, upbeat, and I was like, well, that's kind of weird for an extraction-based shooter, because don't you want to like sneak around and not be detected? But it looks like from the one map, like Dire Marsh that they showcased, it was more boggy. It was more like had rain environment. It was just all like, it was gloomy, and that's like, that's what I really enjoy. The gun designs look similar to that of like Starfield. Like it's all brick and like boxy. But overall, like it fits the Marathon sci-fi futuristic like aesthetic. And it's, the one thing that I compliment Bungie on when it comes to me being a Destiny player and me playing Destiny is the gunplay and how the guns feel. And it looks like that, they nailed the bar on that. The movement didn't seem anything too crazy. You didn't feel clunky if you were playing Locust, the tank brawly character. It didn't seem like you were, you probably were a little bit faster when it came to like, the lighter characters like Glitch and Void. But overall, the movement seemed fluid. You will take fall damage. They did showcase Dr. Lupo in the gameplay portion where he jumped from a roof and lost all of his shield from fall damage. So there is fall damage in the game. Make sure you guys take advantage of that. Tim the Tatman, I'm looking at you. But yeah, it looks intriguing. Like I'm excited to go into it. Like I said, alpha signups are live in the Discord. I signed up myself, so hopefully I get in and get access to it and I get to play it and go from there. But my only like big concern, they never really talked about like price point or anything like that. I'm assuming they're going to probably talk about that when we get closer to, like the betas, or like when we get close to that September 23rd release date. And then they also didn't really talk anything about the anti-cheat system. We all know with BattlEye and Destiny 2, they're not really getting along because cheaters are still rampant on PC. Bungie did announce in their latest TWAB, their This Week at Bungie article, that they are going to be reprogramming the reporting AI to make sure that it can detect cheaters and everything else. I really wish they did something similar to that of like, Marvel Rivals, where if you get banned in Marvel Rivals, you get banned for 100 years and you're just done, like completely. But all in all, it's one of those things where cheaters are going to be, they're going to be running rampant. We'll see how their update to the anti-cheat system is reflected in both Destiny and Marathon. But like I said, overall, I think this is going to be a game where it's, going to be a lot of fun for the people that love extraction-based shooters, and I'm intrigued as well. So I want to know in the comments down below, what do you guys feel about it? If you guys watch the Marathon gameplay reveal, are you guys hyped about it? Are you guys going to kind of wait and see what people think? Are you guys going to dive into closed alpha? Are you guys going to, try and play the beta or try to get any sort of gameplay in to try and get your guys' thoughts on it? But please let me know down below if you guys are interested in Marathon. I'm going to keep tabs on this, and if there's any other news or any other information, I will surely let you guys know. But again, thank you guys all so much for watching the video in the first place. If you guys thought this video deserves a like, please make sure to smash the like button. If you guys want to see more videos from myself, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well. It's free, and if you don't like my content, you can always unsubscribe at a later date. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next video.